Hey guys, good morning. So I have just a couple of announcements before I dig into answering your questions from the Ask Laurel thread. I just want to continuously remind you guys that every single week you should be checking the featured section. The featured section is going to look like this for some of you guys. Some of you guys are going to have to go up here and click this. But if you check the featured section every single week, this is going to ensure that you do not miss any important announcements, okay? Every time I do an ads blitz, people are like, well, I didn't know. Everything that you need is pinned here in the featured section, okay? You can see we have a lot of cool things that go on in the featured section. Yesterday, my mentor, Nick Peterson, posted a very insightful post about how to close sales calls. I pinned it right here in the featured section. We will have Alaric Heck, one of the best people to do YouTube ads, here with us inside the Facebook group on Thursday, March 21st. The details are right here. Of course, the Ask Laurel thread is going to be here, and last week's replay, which as soon as this goes up, this one that I'm doing right now will be pinned here. And of course, here I've got an announcement about the next ads blitz, which we're going to talk about right now. So I am about to release the link to get in on these ads blitz. They always sell out. There are only 100 seats. You can see right here, 69 people have already RSVP'd. This is in addition to the last blitz students who have already claimed their seat. And so if you want a seat in the March blitz, make sure you go to the featured section and put your name on this list right here. Okay. This will ensure that you get sent the link to join. The blitz is $100 and you literally get to sit in a room with me, and we're going to knock out 5 ads in just 3 days. So I'll be sending out the details for that. A lot of people say, well, Laurel, what is the difference between the content in the $7 program and this blitz? It's all implementation. You already know all of the information. This is to get you in momentum mode. Okay. We want you to implement, because a lot of you guys have been sitting here for months and you haven't launched a single thing. This is what we do. It is 100% implementation with me. If you need help with copy, everything is done during these 3 days. Yes, it is intense. If you do not want to do the work, do not show up to do, because I only want people who are ready to implement and move forward. Okay. So let's go ahead and dig into the featured section, so that we can go over the Ask Laurel thread. I'm going to set this to all comments so that I can go in the order. Just a quick refresh before you post a question here. Make sure that you understand the rules. If your comment breaks any of these rules, it simply just gets deleted by one of my team members. We're all adults here, and so we want to make sure that everyone's following the rules. Deadline to submit is always Wednesday at 5 o'clock Central. And then I go live and I answer them sometime on Thursdays, like I'm doing right now. So one of the things too, we want to make sure that everyone's just asking one question. Don't try to cheat the system and ask multiple questions. And so if you want me to look at any copy, one copy, that's it. Okay. This ensures that I can make sure that everyone gets their questions answered. Ooh, before I get into it, one of the newest things that I've added in is prompts. Okay. These are prompts that you're going to find throughout the training, no matter which one you choose. If you scroll to the bottom, some of them are at the top. You're going to have a specific prompt. This is going to help you ask better questions when it comes to using the Ask Laurel thread, because nothing sucks worse than me having to say, I wish I would have had this context. And so you're going to see either at the top or the bottom of every module, you're going to see a specific prompt for getting help with certain modules. And so I think that that's going to help you guys out a lot. If you have not taken the time to go through the program from start to where you are now. I just updated the entire program. So you can see there's a brand new get ready protocol. There's a brand new phase 1. I am working on phase 2 and retargeting, which is going to be phase 3 here, but I have put together a nice little replay vault for you guys. We've got some of the best workshop replays still going up. And if you're e-commerce, brick and mortar real estate, good news, you don't have to go through the entire program. I've put everything that you need here, and I'm going to be adding more stuff to it. I've also created a little guest training, so you can see here, Dan Henry, Joel Irway, Vince Reed, we've got Alicia Barr, Brandon Hofer, Alarix is going to go here as well as the replays for conversions over coffee and conversions over cocktails, which we're going to start putting here moving forward. So you can see here, lots of great changes that are going to make the program much easier to follow. Make sure that you are going through the Get Ready protocol. Make sure you know what type of sales mechanism or funnel do you need to be building? Which ads ecosystem should you start with? There are nice little strategy docs that are going to walk you guys through. And yeah, other than that, let's go ahead and dig into the thread. Eric said, should I put my power offer video on my YouTube channel too? Sure, why not? Couldn't hurt. I tell people to put their power offer video everywhere. Let's see. Anthony says, I have a brick and mortar boutique transformation studio, which I'm trying to set up my flywheel for. I follow the power content videos modeling what the lovely lady with the jewelry place did, and now have my 3 ads up and running, 1 behind the scenes, 1 gap, and 1 about the me and the gap. Now, where I'm stuck is my value bomb that my reels need to go to. I've watched the video on how to create one a few times, but my brick and mortar business isn't a come in and buy a pizza or mattress type business. We're a monthly membership model like a gym. Okay. My question, what kind of thing should my value bomb be? Would it still be some kind of digital product or training or some kind of trial or something else? So I will say this. So I just did a strategy and ad placements for a gym in Orange County. And this is working really well for his conversion multipliers. What I did was I had him shoot a Reels video. So let me give you some context. And so this gym in particular had just opened up a protein shake shop inside the gym. And so his conversion multipliers was a coupon to get 50% off to try one of their new protein shakes. And then if they did that, they got a free week of boxing boot camp. Here's something interesting, okay? So we tried the free boot camp by itself. It didn't really have much momentum until we added a consumable, meaning something, a physical product, a coupon for a physical product, and then they got the free week of boxing boot camp. That was interesting. So the conversion multiplier was actually a coupon to get 50% off a physical consumable, and then they got a free trial inside the gym. So I would think, Anthony, something like that might work pretty well if you have like some physical products in there, whether it's food, shakes, whether it's a t-shirt, whether it's something. Make your conversion multiplier some type of coupon for a consumable, and then when they come in, maybe they get a free week of your transformation program or something like that. Let's see. Sean says, what do I do if my cold conversion multipliers are hitting the KPIs for hook and hold rates, but not generating quality conversations at a reasonable price? I'm getting them we need to be doing the flywheel. Okay. Here's the thing. If your conversion multipliers are not getting conversations or quality conversations, we have to keep doing 1 a day until they do. That's the game. 1 a day until they do. If your power content is rocking and rolling, guys, remember this is a flywheel. If we go here, optimizing your first flywheel. This is the game right here. Okay. You have to do day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5. Like you want to. So I just reshot this video yesterday. If you guys haven't looked at it, optimizing the first flywheel, make sure you're watching this because a lot of you guys are missing what you're supposed to be doing. And so if you are not getting quality conversations, we have to keep launching 1 new value bomb a day until you do. So I always tell my students, if they tell me the strategy is not working and they've been running it for 30 days, I'm like, you better show me 30 pieces of content, right? Because if it's not working for 30 days, there needs to be 30 pieces of content. And most of the time all of the time, anytime a student has told me that, they've never showed me 30 pieces of content because they're not doing what they're supposed to every single day. That's the game. Emma says, I need help on how to title the Phantom Bomb. I'm using these bullets to make Phantom Bomb specific to it. These are also the topics I use to make power content. This is a done for you service. Accountants or service providers, small businesses who want to get better and more reviews in less than 30 days. To follow up with their customers so that no one falls between the cracks, creating better and faster communication. To have all calls answered in less than 2 minutes, no more missed calls. Wants to know where are the customers in their pipeline. This is a done for you service. Accountants or service providers. It depends on what their problem is. Are these people who don't have any leads? Because if they don't have any leads, but it sounds like they do have leads just from this. And so I would try them all. But yeah, you want to say, you want to put a numerical thing, right? Accountants, if I could show you how to get 3 reviews within the next 30 days, would you want to see how, right? That would be an example. An example for this, to follow up their customers so that no one falls through the cracks and creating, this is vague. I don't know what you mean, so I'm just going to make up an example of how, like, accountants, what if I could install my 365-day email sequence that follows up with leads for an entire year? Would you want to see it? Or something like that, right? To have all calls answers. Accountants, if every single call I could guarantee was answered within 2 minutes, would you want to see how? So there you go. There's a couple of examples that you can use. Let's see. Sienna says, hey, Laurel, hope you're awesome. I am. I've got my cup of coffee. Regarding page strategy only, is it better to test content on cold audiences or warm? Well, you can't really technically test with warm because here's the thing. Warm people are going to love you no matter what, right? Like, I can get away with having shitty copy for offers because a lot of you guys just want to hang out with me, right? Like, for instance, when we sold the Success Circle, which is Nick and I's mastermind, when we sold it last month, we told them, we don't know how we're going to deliver it. All we know is that you guys are going to hang out with Nick and I, right? We tested that. When I say test, we launched it to warm and we made like 70K in a single day, but that was to warm traffic. Will that happen to cold traffic? Absolutely not. No one, if people don't know or like or trust us, no one's going to buy something that we're not being straight up about, right? So that's a perfect example why you can't really test to warm. You have to test to cold. So yeah, that should answer that question. Let's see. Hey, Laurel, I'm looking for steps and videos on how to set up your Facebook business page. Honey, took care of you right there. Like, if you go into the program, I literally tell you guys, if you are a beginner, you should do the basics of Facebook advertising here because it actually shows you how to set up all of the basics of your ad account and all that fun stuff. Let's see. Gustav says, I'm adding about 1,000 people a week to my invisible list with one power content video at $4 a day. Yes, that is a perfect example of how you can use one single $5 power content to add to your invisible list. So awesome. He says, no comments whatsoever. That's okay. Power content's main job is invisible list, not getting comments. Do I still need to make 2 more power content videos, or can I spend more budget on conversion multipliers to start more conversations? Yes, that is exactly what I do. If your power content is adding 1,000 people a week to your invisible list, you are good. I would concentrate on getting those conversion multipliers working. Is there a benefit to be adding 2,000 people to the invisible list instead of 1? Well, yeah, it'll build your audience faster, but if you don't have the budget, it's okay. If your biggest bottleneck is not having any conversations, then yes, you need to be using your budget to test these conversion multipliers. And so Gustav's a perfect example, right? He's got one power content video that's running at $4 a day and it is generating 1,000 people in his invisible list. That's an example of how he can just let that run, sit there, and then every single day launch one new conversion multiplier, right? If he launches 30 conversion multipliers in the next 30 days, he's bound to have one that's going to hit, right? You don't have to have 3 power content videos and 3 conversion multipliers running at all times. I teach you guys to launch them 3 at a time so that we can get the testing done faster. If there's one power content video that's hitting the KPIs, run that baby until you can't anymore, right? Let's see. Anna says, for the basics of Messenger ads, specifically the setup, can you run Messenger ads to Instagram even if you don't have a Facebook business page? I do not believe you can do that. I believe to have a business manager, it requires you to connect a Facebook business page. I am not 100% certain. The rules change all of the time, but from my understanding is you have to have a Facebook business page. They may have changed it over the last several years. I have not set up a Facebook business account from scratch in several years, so this might have changed. And even if you're using Facebook as purely personal, or do you need to make your whole Facebook presence business only and no personal stuff? No, I do both personal. If you don't have and even if you're using your Facebook as purely personal, I'm not sure what you mean by that. Are you talking about your profile? Guys, whenever you're writing these questions, I know they sound really clear in your head, but from someone, I don't know anything, like, it's really hard to understand. I'm assuming you mean your Facebook profile? Or do you need to make your whole Facebook presence business only and no personal stuff? I do both. Like, people want to see, like, you guys are always interested in my personal life. I was told you had to make my whole Facebook presence business only earlier because I could risk my ad account if I had personal stuff on there too. No, that is not true. You're not going to get restricted for using it for having personal stuff on there. Let's see. Hindra says, I'm wondering if I should say in my offer, coach is tired of DIYing their websites, or just say coach is looking for a quality appointment focused website. My worry is I'll attract clients who will want to design through me. So here's the thing. It doesn't matter what you say, right? Someone who is, a really great expert and someone who is faking it are going to say the same thing, right? It's less about what you're going to say. It's more about what comes after you say it. Is this going to be an over-the-shoulder video? Is this going to be a walkthrough of your signature methodology? It's less about what you say and more about what happens after they read this, right? But if you're looking for language as far as like being more specific, obviously if you go coach is looking for a quality appointment focused website, that's going to be more targeted towards a certain type of person. Hopefully that makes sense. Let's see. Syed says, need feedback on my power offer. I have 3 different solutions that I'm offering to my clients, but this one is on top, so I made my power offer around it. Let's take a look at this. And I kind of already did, and he did pretty good. Let's see, who is this for? Board certified plastic surgeons want to attract and retain 5 times more patients to their practice without offering discounts. This is awesome. Look how specific he is. If I offer to build you an ad strategy that will 3x the number of procedures per month for your practice this year, that runs for as little as $30 a day, is simple enough for you to launch in the next 7 days, and without you having to deal with any tech like funnels, chatbots, or pixels, want to see how it works, click the link below and watch the 10-minute video explaining how it works. Simple enough for you to launch. The only thing is, I don't think any plastic surgeons want to launch this themselves. It's simple enough for someone in your office to launch it, maybe, or is this something that you're going to do for them? I would say, if you're going to do it, I probably would say that runs for as little as $30 a day. And I'm going to launch it for you in the next 7 days, because obviously they're not going to want to do that. But other than that, this is a great offer. Let's see. So Jessica changed after she saw a video that I did on March 6th. We'll do a new video every day and see if I get results. What do you think about adding an offer for a masterclass typical funnel, or wait until I get to the bottom of the triangle? So I would wait until, I wouldn't add an offer masterclass until you've had enough conversation so that you can go back in your messenger and offer that masterclass, right? So for instance, whenever I launched the $7 program, I had already talked to 3,000 to 4,000 people. And so when I launched the $7 program, I just went back to all of those 3,000 to 4,000 people in my messenger, and I said, hey, I know you couldn't afford my $2,000 product. I just launched one for $7 a month. You want to check it out? Otherwise, if you launch an offer for a masterclass, yes, you can do that. But yes, you're going to have to spend money on cold traffic, which is fine. So it's just a matter of, are you trying to do this for super budget friendly, or are you doing this for speed and you have a little cash flow to actually solve that? To get people into that masterclass. Let's see. Nilifer says, hey, Laurel, you have recommended running longer form middle of funnel content to your warm stack. Is it for a budget of $10 for 3 days or $10 a day for 3 days? I boost for $10 for 3 days. And I know someone was asking about boosting. It is under retargeting, the easiest retargeting right here strategy. Got on boosted content. Let's see, Monica says, hey, great retreat and blitz, thank you. Well, you are very welcome, Monica. Learned so much. My ads have been running over 10 days. My one question is, what is the next best steps to get more booked calls? As I have 2 conversion multipliers doing great and getting some comments for a cheat sheet, and 1 power content getting good metrics but no comments. That's okay. Power content is just there to build the invisible list. Remember, we want 500 to 1,000 people added to the invisible list every single week. I power content number 1 off, as 2 is better metrics. Awesome. Yeah, you can totally reallocate that budget. I have not got book calls yet, so I believe I have to redo the ads for retargeting. Yes, you need to put in some ads for retargeting. And again, if you go here, phase 1, adding content for warm traffic, it's going to show you how to do that right here. In the phase 1 ecosystem, adding content to warm traffic. So make sure you check that out, Monica. But here's the thing. If you haven't gotten any booked calls yet, it is all about these conversations, right? It's not about adding more content. If you're getting messenger conversations but not booking calls, that is the bottleneck that you need to do. And so if you go here, how to close messenger conversations, you can either use my personal SOP or you can use Dan Henry's framework right here. I even have a Dan Henry sales guide that you can grab here. He gave me a link so that you guys can do free. You do have to pay for shipping, but the fact that he's given it to you guys for free is pretty cool. But yeah, your bottleneck right now is transitioning those messenger conversations into a booked call. That is how you get more booked calls. But yes, adding in retargeting will help build that trust and authority, right? Because the more content that we put in front of people, the easier it is to close them in Messenger, right? If I get all of you guys in Messenger, it would be easy for me to book a call with you guys, right? Like, you wouldn't give me any pushback because you guys know, like, and trust me. That is what this strategy is built to do. Let's see, Javier says, hey Laurel, I started running my power content ads yesterday. 2 ads published so far. I have 55 plays, 25% so far spent is around $10 total. Keep going. That is way too soon to be asking any questions. But let's just keep going. I was expecting to get at least a couple hundred. Oh no, that's not how it works. Since you mentioned not to move forward until 1K and 100 conversations, how could I troubleshoot my ads? Javier, just follow the program. Follow the program. Look, it is step by step. I have right here a program overview, launching all of your power content ads, optimizing your first flywheel. This will literally tell you how to optimize, and literally even has like all of the written stuff and all of that fun stuff. Guys, just go step by step. A lot of you guys are trying to skip steps. If you literally just went step by step, a lot of you guys would find the answers that you're waiting a whole entire week for me to answer. Let's see, Annabelle says, week 1 of my ecosystem, phase 1, and average metrics are 56% hook rate, 27 cents per 25% view on power content. So all good. I'm getting ready to review and replace, but not sure which to change first, as they are also similar in hitting metrics, but I've got lots more to test, so I guess I'll just pick one and try and improve. So Annabelle, if you go into, like I said, I just redid this video yesterday. This video will help you make those decisions on what you're asking for. So right here, if you go into optimizing the first flywheel, and of course you probably asked this question before I even redid this video. So yeah, just go to optimizing the first flywheel. This video will show you this right here, but you are on the right track, just so you know. You are on the right direction, but I think that video is going to make it a little bit clearer for you. Let's see. Andrea says, hey, Laurel, I'm 3 weeks into my 90-day organic sprint, engaging in Weight Watchers Facebook groups with great resonance, 50 requests from a single comment from my Value Bomb. Awesome. Despite following the Value Bomb Messenger template, SOP, and incorporating a CTA, call in the Value Bomb Google Doc video, the common response is a simple thank you or silence without progressing to inquire about the further steps on booking a call. To address this and encourage action towards booking a call, I'm contemplating changing my Value Bomb, engaging more to build trust before suggesting the discovery call. So one of the things, changing up this isn't going to be, so this is a great example, and this isn't Andrea, like I'm not picking on her. I'm using this as a learning opportunity. So one of the best ways that Andrea could have gotten my feedback that's better, because the Value Bomb is not the bottleneck, right? People are asking for it. These are starting conversations. One of the best things that Andrea could have done was actually post a copy of a messenger conversation. So I could have told her what she might be doing wrong in these messenger conversations and how to move someone forward. Because the bottleneck isn't the Value Bomb. The Value Bomb is getting you conversations, your bottleneck is transitioning these conversations into a booked call. So next time, if you post your a Google document with one of the messenger conversations, I would have been able to help you move that conversation. For instance, one of my students this past weekend at my event, she asked me the same question. I said, well, can you pull up a messenger conversation? And then I literally walked her through what to say to that person next. And lo and behold, she booked a call with that person. Reverend Kamisha, as a matter of fact, was that person at my event. So if you guys aren't able to transition your messenger conversations, that is what you guys need to be posting here so that I can help you with that. Let's see, Krista says, hey Laurel, I'm completing the Power Content ad script in phase 1, the ecosystem. Here is my dilemma. I'm struggling to create one ideal client. I'm learning the key is to be specific so that my ideal client knows exactly who they are. For context, I'm a macro coach who works with busy moms. Okay, that sounds like your target audience, busy moms, macro. I'm in my 9th year now. I've always had a broad avatar in the sense that they are busy mom, can have multiple objections, narratives that keep them from losing weight. 100%. My question is, do you suggest I pick one ideal client? For example, moms have tried Ozempic, but now have gained all the weight back and create all 3 power content videos targeting each specific mom? Or do I have 3 different ideal clients that each power content is targeting, i.e. first? Yep. So here's what I would do. If your audience is busy moms, create one piece of power content for busy professionals who are using the shot to lose weight, right? That's one avatar. The second one could be someone who's using keto diet and she's a stay-at-home mom, right? You're gonna have different avatars out of your broad audience. And so you could literally use 3 different power content videos to attract 3 different types of busy moms. And then that way, any retargeting offers that you do, you could literally send them only to, how do I say this? You could literally segment your audience based off of these power content videos, right? So let's say you have an offer for people who are coming off of the shot. Then you could literally have a targeted retargeting strategy that is only sent to the people who watch the videos about the shot, right? So that's how I would do that. Like, I segment my audience all the time. So I'll give you guys an example. So I've got 3 top of funnel power content videos. One is directed to people who are doing VSLs and webinars. 1 or 2 are directed to people who want to close via messenger conversations. And so anytime I have more videos about webinars, I only send it to the people who watch that one video. Let's see. Sasha says, hey, should the value bomb always be a written piece of content, or could it also be a recorded hypnosis section? It could definitely be a hypnosis session. It could be a video. But remember, the value bomb needs to be something that people can take action on within 10 minutes. Okay? Does not have to be written. Most of my stuff is quick Loom videos and Google Docs. Let's see. Mo says, I'm working on phase 2 of the ecosystem. Oh, and it looks like the pre-call funnel right here. I got, yeah, right here. So if you are having people no-show you, this pre-call funnel right here is what I use with my private students and my actual clients. Let's see. Lori says, hey, Laurel, my question is for sleep consultant for kids 0 to 5-year-old. My question is for a sleep consultant for kids. Okay, cool. The audience is split between 3 categories because the needs of these parents as well as their difficulties, pains are very different. Parents of babies, yes, you are correct. Awesome. The offer is either a personalized one-on-one strategy called to get the kids to sleep or an online program presenting tactics and strategies for the specific age group. There's one program for each age group. My question is how to structure content in the value bomb. Well, you would create content for this, value bombs for that. You would create content for this and value bombs for that, and content for this and value bombs for that. Should we create a content and value bomb for all of these age groups? Yep, I think I answered your question. Create and then different for different age groups. I guess the one would get easily, yep. Because here's the thing. These parents are going to, if you help them solve, think of it this way, if you help parents of babies solve this problem, guess what? When they're going to have issues with their kids at this age, they are going to go to you. Same thing with this, right? They're going to grow. These parents that start here, they're going to grow with you as their kids grow. And that's what we want. That's a really cool thing. And by the way, this is a freaking amazing offer. I love this. I love offers that are so specific like that. Let's see. Joyce says, hey, Laurel, I'm going through phase 1, the ecosystem launch power content. Day 1 resources, the problem solver power content template. My question is, do I write my ad copy exactly following the format of the template? I see some sections are left blank, like value bombs and humble brags. Well, I left it blank because I was lazy and didn't feel like typing mine in when I was doing the training. Do I leave these two out? No, you have to do them. Also, for your solution section, it says change the headline. I don't understand how that is my solution. I see in the video, it shows the framework, which is slightly different from the template. Okay, so if we go here and go into the Power Content Resources, right? Launch your Power Content Ads. If we go to the Problem Solver slip, right? This is literally write your value bomb promise of value here, humble brag, write your humble brag here. So yeah, so if you are using this, so changing the headline, that's my solution to this. Like if you watch this video, you'll see that I'm actually like, or one of them, I probably did this during a training. I use this script a lot. So just your solution, changing the headline is my solution in the copy that I was using at this. Like I said, I use this script for training all the time. Your solution goes here. Explain your solution and how it works here. Okay. So this is just the framework, right? So if you, and I don't want to reteach anything, it's here in this script. So if you are writing ad copy, what goes in your copy? Headline, promise of value, and the value bomb, right? If you're writing the text copy for this ad, the video, however, is the entire script. So hopefully that makes sense. But yes, everyone needs to write all of the copy. Like I said, these are just my own personal templates. And so as I do this, what I write in here is going to change because I use this stuff for copy. I probably should make a copy and keep the one in there stagnant. Sometimes I just forget. But if you just follow the training, like the video right here, it actually walks you through how to use the script. But lots of great questions today. Just a reminder, every single week you want to check this featured section right here, okay? Like I said, Nick wrote a really great write-up of how he taught me how to do sales calls. We have Alaric coming in and doing some YouTube ad jams with us. This is going to be cool. The Ask Laurel thread, make sure you're reading all of the directions. And if you want in on the next ads blitz, go and look inside the featured section for this post right here. I posted it on February 28th. Today, I will be reaching out to everyone. Like I said, these ads blitzes do sell out. It is $100. We do 5 ads together in Zoom over 3 days. You get my help with writing. This is 100% implementation. I do not teach anything new. It is literally, we roll up our sleeves and we write copy together and we get those ads launched. We launch 5 ads in 3 days. You know, this past blitz that we did in February, everyone who turned in their homework got a free seat inside my Phoenix event virtually. So that was kind of cool. And so I like to reward students who are taking action. But anyway, if you guys want in on the blitz, make sure you find this post. It's in the featured section. Put your name into the comment section. I'll be reaching out to everyone personally. And like I said, these blitzes do sell out. There are only 100 seats in them.